Okay, so I'm on my way to the old office. I'm gonna go help somebody get started in the business, with her own business. And it's been about a month, and this is the first time that I actually get to go out somewhere for business purposes. I've been doing it all from home, all from my office there at home, and this is the first time that I actually get out to do the business. And it was only a matter of time, right? It had to happen eventually, but at the same time, I'm surprised that it took so long. So now things are going great. I've brought in about 8 people over the last 3 weeks or so. So it's not, I'm not breaking records, but it's going well. Bringing enough people into the group, and this is, it's just kind of what it takes. It was only a matter of time before I had to get out to do some of the business as well, and actually get dressed and look presentable again. So that's fun. But we'll see how it goes. Right after I get her going, I'm gonna drive about 30 minutes south of there and get somebody else started as well. So it's good times, it's exciting times, and I'm very quickly getting really hooked into this whole thing. So okay, we'll catch up later. You can't see me, and I can't see you, so I guess we are kind of even. But it's kind of haven't done this for a while, I guess. But as I went out for a run today, in honor of B, who reminded me that I haven't been running for a long time, he motivated me to come out. And even though it's 18 degrees and I can't talk very fast because it's cold, I went through some of my routes, and it was pretty nice. And it just brought some things to mind. One of which it was my route, exactly that. And I can run this route just about any time, any day, however I want. I can do it backwards if I want to, because I do it, every single time. It's nice, boring, calm, slow, and for the most part pretty it's easy. It's harmless. There's no threat to it for the most part. Maybe every now and then angry dog scares the crap out of me from behind the fence. And I run a little quicker, but I know the route, so I know what I'm doing. I know what to look out for. And it reminds me of the times when we let people tell us what to do, and we decide to listen to people. Let me tell you another story. Up where I used to work about 4 years ago, I worked in that place for 8 years, and it's one of the fastest growing places in Utah. I mean, that place went from being a desolate wasteland to being number one MLM capital of probably the world. So many MLMs within a mile ratio, big MLMs. And it's just technology companies, Adobe's up there, Microsoft has an office there, and a bunch of startups. Jane.com, for those of you ladies who like shopping, and if you like shopping, that's where they're based out of. Anyways, just tons of businesses. And back in the day when I used to work there, it was starting to get pretty crowded. The roads didn't quite fit everybody anymore, and it just wasn't adequate. And I'll tell you this, even though I've been there many times and I practically lived there for 8 years, if you ask me how to get into that little place right now, I would have to go there with you and tell you, because they have changed the lanes, they've made intersections, they've made curve passes, and they put traffic light on top of traffic light. Where there was one traffic light, now there's like 4. They widened the road, but they've also made some one-way streets. I can't remember everything they've changed, right? And so even though I've been there so many times, I can't tell you how to navigate that landscape anymore. And it's interesting how often we will let some people tell us I'm gonna move out of this car's way right here. It's so funny how often we let people tell us and want to guide us when they haven't walked that road that we want to embark on, for so long. So that's why it's always so important that when you are going to get somebody to walk with you and to guide you, that you choose very carefully who you're listening to. They gotta be right in the trenches with you. They gotta be right in there with you. Again, I can tell you what that place looked like 10 years ago, and I can draw it out for you. And if you went by my map today, you would end up either buried in somebody's rear bumper, or sideswiped, or quite simply frozen in the middle of the road because you have no idea which way is straight and which way is the wrong way, right? Or which way takes you back onto the freeway. You'd have no idea if I drew you that map. So take this for what it is. Choose wisely. Choose who you listen to wisely. An advantage I have right now is that I can tell you exactly what I feel, which is something that was very heavily on my mind as I ran today, which that's one of the reasons I love running. It's just it gets my brain juices flowing and all kinds of ideas come up, and that was one of them today. So all right guys, love you tons. I'll talk to you later.